What's the difference between good or good enough and great? Real excellence. Back in the day when I was with WWE, I'd be a live event producer and I would be sitting in the arena during the show, during the matches, and we'd be able to watch the crowd. And we'd be sitting what they would call front of house in this dark area where the audio board and the guy mixing the audio, the A1 would be, and the camera director punching the show, he'd be over here. And we'd have all of our crew on headset all talking. But we were always really, truly blessed to be next to the match agent, the producer of the match, the gentleman or the woman who would work with the superstars to create a great story and create something that fans would leave so excited about, hopefully. Well, different legends from pro wrestling over the many, many decades would be the match producer. Sometimes I'd get to learn from just true masterclass learning from the Mike Rotundas, the Dean Malenkos, the Finlays, and then the Arn Andersons. You may not know all of these names, but when I go, woo, you still may not know, and you may think I'm crazy, but that's Ric Flair, obviously. Well, Arn Anderson used to be part of the Four Horsemen, which was part of that whole faction, that team in wrestling for a really long time. True legend. Well, being next to him, you just can't help but become better. And I remember during a match, Dean Ambrose was in the match, and I can't remember who he was going against, but I was asking, as a sponge, I wanted to learn and grow, and Arn's a legend, and he knows. And I'm like, Arn, what's the difference between the good ones and the great ones? And he goes, well, you see that guy out there? Dean Ambrose, that guy's great. He listens to the crowd. He knows what's going on. He reminds me of Stone Cold Steve Austin, which is high, high praise. And I'm like, well, yeah, but so he's good. He's great. He goes, this is what it is, Greco. Here's what it is, kid. He would explain that the good ones, you hear when the crowd gets loud. You hear when they respond with some excitement or energy or noise, or they're energized by what's happening, and you kind of play off of that. You react to the moment. It's like the great ones, they're playing chess in the moment. So whether you're in the boardroom or you're on a job interview, or you're placing an order at McDonald's, when you're truly listening, it allows you to respond. And in this case, with his name's John Moxley now, but it was Dean Ambrose back in WWE, Dean was listening to the audience. He wasn't listening to what they gave him right there in the moment with what he did. He was listening to the things that they might want later, that he was going to incorporate in the match to create a better story, to create more persuasion for the energy they were looking to create. So this is a lot of depth in listening in the creative space, but the truth is when you listen to properly learn and then respond effectively, it's a whole lot different than, yeah, I hear you. Separate those two. And as you create in this life, as you live this life, you will create good happy, maybe. But if you want to create great happiness, make sure you're listening. Thanks for watching.